Change has officially come to one street in Greensboro. You might remember the city decided to rename Aycock Street after a debate over its namesake. Charles Aycock was the governor of North Carolina in the 1900s and the early 1900s, but was an advocate for white supremacy. So today, the change has come. The new street signs, they are up. What was Aycock Street is now Jospehine Boyd Street. The street honors the late Jospehine Boyd Bradley. She was the first black student to attend what's now Grimsley High School.
She was alone her senior year going to school. She graduated in the top 10% of her class and did very well. She truly believed in education and loved students.
Bradley went on to get her undergrad degree, a master's in social work, a PhD, and became an education advocate in North Carolina and several other states in the Southeast. Bradley's daughter, Paulette, we spoke with her via FaceTime. She said the street name brings things full circle.
We are grateful that my mother, who wrote her dissertation entitled Wearing Her Name, has a street named after her. And indeed, we are all wearing her name today.
The street sign change cost the city about $15,000.